Hi, my name is Dr. Ken Delafield. I am a full-time clinical supervisor in San Diego, where I supervise both practicum students and interns in doctoral psychology programs. And I'm also a member of the board of directors of the California Psychology Internship Council, CAPIC, where I represent the internship sites in the Southern California part of California. One of the things that I would like to share with you is what a wonderful experience it has been for me to look at internships, interns, and supervisors really being very thoughtful about quality training, looking at standards that allow us to think of supervision and the process of supervisors and supervisees working in a way in which we're being thoughtful, skillful, and identifying and maintaining standards of professional practice. The quality standards that the internships have to meet that CAPIC has supported us has been tremendously beneficial in terms of my understanding of what high quality supervision is about and about how to have a quality internship program.
Hola, mi nombre es Aide Montenegro y soy miembro del board de directores del California Psychology Internship Council. Esta es una organización la organización en California que organiza los internados dentro del estado. Yo he sido miembro del board por aproximadamente 7-8 años y estoy extremadamente satisfecha con la forma en que el board atiende a las necesidades de las minorías, la mayoría en California en estos momentos, que son los latinos. Gracias.
Hi, my name is Dr. Jorge Wong. I'm the Director of Clinical Affairs and also the Regulatory Affairs at Asian Americans for Community Involvement. We're in San Jose, and we're also a CAPIC internship, a California Psychology Internship Council site for doctoral students. We actually serve a very diverse population, and we love having CAPIC interns come to us because they not only use their skills and training in coming from all over the state, but they also want to work with a challenging population. What do we tell them is that we teach them how to apply their psychological sciences, their evidence-based practices with populations that are quite underserved. Most of our clients come from all over the world. As a matter of fact, our staff speaks over 40 different languages on site, and it's great to have really well-trained individuals coming to do 1 year of practice with us. Many of them have graduated, actually have gone to work for large health maintenance organizations, and they're doing quite well. Some of them do private practice, some are consulting, so it's great. CAPIC is a great site. We're very happy with them. Come join us if you want to enjoy California.
Well, I think a student should apply to CAPIC if they're looking for a high-quality training experience within the state of California. California, as you know, is an extremely diverse community, and we are a statewide organization of which most of our constituency of training sites are community mental health centers, dealing with communities that are underserved and underrepresented, and having a wide variety of populations that are much in need of mental health service. We have students, of course, within California at a myriad of different academic institutions, many of whom want to stay in the communities in which they're currently residing, in which they may have resided prior to even applying for their doctorate program, and want to give back to that community. And others that, even though they may have come from out of state or other regions, have become active and involved in the communities in which they're living, or in other areas adjacent, and want to work within those communities. In addition, it provides a unique experience of working in community mental health proper, and specialty populations that typically are not seen at larger institutions such as the VA or standard hospitals. You're really working within the neighborhood at the ground level many times, and that's unique and very rewarding. There are many additional benefits. You know, in today's time, more than maybe in decades past, students incur educational loans that need to be paid rather quickly. And stipends are a modicum of income. They're a way of garnering some income during that one training year, but never really enough to address the cost of living involved in going for an internship. So when students have to apply at a national level and receive when they receive an offer of an internship out of state, they have to pull up their roots and literally move themselves, and if they have a family, move their whole family across state for that 1 year, or leave their family behind to go for that 1 year. Now, what often happens is the stipend itself and or the costs involved in moving or leaving the family is a financial crisis and or hardship. In addition, there's social and familial impact by them not being there for that 1 year, or the move of family for that 1 year and disrupting everyone's lifestyle. So that's a concern. It also disjoints them from other social supports they may have. So keeping it local, keeping it connected to the community, and where training opportunities are homegrown around where the need is and where the interns are, with meaningful and high quality training opportunities, makes sense. Well, California Psychology Internship Council was founded in 1991, so it has a substantial 25-year history of being known throughout the state of California, certainly, but for many years, for at least 20 years, if not longer, those 25, known throughout the country for what it's done. It is seen as innovative, as very grassroots, as advocacy-driven for mental health care and for quality mental health training for doctoral level students, so it has a good reputation. The Board of Psychology within California long ago recognized CAPIC as an acceptable and appropriate means for garnering those pre-doctoral training hours. And so CAPIC itself is written within the regulations of the state, within the Board of Psychology. What I was struck by over time is the level of commitment students coming to CAPIC sites have. Many of them saying they were not interested in other kinds of sites, that they truly had a passion and a deep interest in working in community mental health with target populations of high need, that they wanted to work in underserved and underrepresented populations. I remember one student I had where when she first came to the internship, she was kind of, gee, this is difficult, you know, the clients we're seeing are very impacted and wondering whether this was a good fit. And shortly after being there and seeing the quality and the depth of the training and the experience, and after starting to work with the population, which were people impacted by trauma, psychological trauma, she came back to my office and she says, I just want you to know, Dr. Schaefer, I have the passion. I now have the passion. She says, this is where the work is. And in that moment, hearing that, I thought, that is a wonderful moment. That's a CAPIC moment. It's been an honor and a pleasure being part of the California Psychology Internship Council. With CAPIC, you have a dedicated and very passionate group of people involved that really believe in what CAPIC stands for its mission and for its vision, and the importance of what we do. So for me, it's been a treat, professionally speaking and personally speaking.
I would like to let all students know that if you are looking for high quality psychology training, do not look at CAPIC as an alternative. Look at it as an option. It should actually be your first option. Stand for what you believe in. If you want to be local and you want to provide services to your community, go CAPIC.
CAPIC really represents a wonderful opportunity for students that may be non-traditional, but also students that want to be able to serve the local communities that are in their area, in their neighborhood, be able to focus on working with community clinics that serve underserved and underrepresented populations, and be able to offer mental health services to not only individuals but communities at large that may not be able to get the services if those particular interns were not in those locations. The benefit is that you are a part of an organization such as CAPIC that is really socially justice oriented. We are focused on creating really high quality, local, inclusive, and diversity-focused internships and postdoc positions. Of course, that also facilitate really wonderful training opportunities for those interns. But we also are working to develop programs that are in areas, that are in communities, that again serve communities that are diverse and are needing mental health services that normally would not be able to access them. The other element is that what's really important is that by being an intern and being a part of CAPIC, you have a wonderful pathway to licensure that is not just in California, but is also across the country. The supervised professional experience that you earn at CAPIC allows you to be able to be qualified, to be able to seek licensure. The primary difference between CAPIC and APIC is historically CAPIC was, the training programs were only localized in California, whereas APIC and APA, they are national. The training programs are across the country. Now, the training programs in CAPIC still remain true to, they still are in California. We are having out-of-state members, out-of-state students that are applying to our local internship programs here. So that's kind of the geographic difference. In terms of the membership criteria difference, CAPIC, the membership criteria that CAPIC established is based on APIC membership criteria for internship and postdoctoral training programs, with a few minor tweaks. The first one is that CAPIC, we do require for our sites, all of our internship and postdoctoral member sites, to actually undergo a quality assurance site visit. So not only do we have an initial membership site visit and review, but we have an ongoing quality assurance program. The other difference is that we also embed and require very decisive and intentional multicultural training throughout the internship training program. That is part of our membership criteria. And the last difference is that we do not require stipends. We encourage internship sites to be able to provide stipends for our interns, but we do not require it. We do require it for our postdoc programs. The reality is that students make their own future, and it is up to them to be able to decide what internship is the best suited for them, professionally, personally. And so being able to provide much more accurate information to students across the country so that they can then take that information to their director of clinical training and to make an informed decision about what is right.
So I applied to CAPIC internship, specifically CAPIC, because I wanted to stay in California and be close to my family. And also, due to financial restraints, I did not feel comfortable moving across state lines. I'm currently at Highland Hospital in Oakland, California, and I'm in the outpatient psychiatry track. So I'm working with severely and persistently mentally ill clients ranging from 18 to in their 70s. And I love the internship. I would highly recommend it. I work, strictly with psychosis, working with the patients to cope with, their voices, the various delusions, in addition to, being med. I would highly recommend the internship to other people. If people didn't want to work with the population I want to work with, there's other tracks like health, psych, pediatrics, so there's a whole assortment of different types of populations people could work with.
Thank you. CAPIC is a membership organization of doctoral academic programs, internship programs, and postdoctoral programs, primarily located in California. They work together to improve the quality of internship training for licensure in California, as well as to serve the communities in California. There's a wide variety of internship experiences people can get at CAPIC. Over half of our internship programs are at community placements, oftentimes county mental health or behavioral health sites. There are half-time internships, 1 year and 2 year. There are full-time internship programs as well. Interns or alumni have a variety of jobs that are open to them. We have a number of our interns and alumni that are supervisors at internship sites, of course, at hospitals, at county mental health sites, DCTs at academic programs, deans at academic programs as well. There's a large variety of opportunities available for CAPIC interns and alumni. CAPIC internships are available for students from out of state. If your school is APA accredited, then we recognize that you already meet our academic program standards. You just have to review an attestation to show that you know the difference between a CAPIC internship and one from another state, for example.